this is Phillington. Welcome back to our continuing coverage from EI Live. I'm still with Neil from SRND Group. Neil, we've covered two of your products here. Another product I'm not familiar with, so maybe you can explain this to our viewers as well. It's called Dante. What does it do?
So Dante is an audio over IP protocol, and Dante is basically, if you go to commercial applications, shopping centres and all that type of stuff, that's how they move the audio around these big places. Now the big benefit is that the audio is digital and it's all done over a single network cable, so it cuts down a lot on the infrastructure that's needed for the audio. So as you can imagine, that has really good practical benefits in a residential application. It has been a little bit tricky to do up until now, and we're very pleased that we've been able to simplify that and have a product that's really optimised for the residential market.
Now, people out there might say, well, why have a wired system when we've got, smart speakers that can go into the home network and you can stream to any speaker wherever. So why do you still need a wired system like that?
Well, so one, wireless is only as good as the power cord that you've got connected into it. So that's one thing to remember. And if you're talking about architectural audio, speakers in the roof and stuff like that, it is easier if that has a wire connected to it. We're actually able to do power over Ethernet in these systems, so that takes care of that. Also, though, if you've got a lot of channels, there's just a certain amount of capacity that you have in a wireless system, and a lot of the systems that we'll be involved with, they might have 16 channels, a few rooms in your house with stereo, it eats up bandwidth, so it's actually easier just to have a wire in those sorts of situations.
Yeah. So the product that you're showing off here is a new product to market, so what is that and what does it do?
So the new product is from an American brand called Soundtube, so Soundtube Residential. Soundtube is a very old and mature company who's been around for a lot of years, just rebranded and have the new name Soundtube. The product that we have is the DSM-16, Dante Sound Manager 16, and what that does is that combines inputs to get into the Dante network, matrix to switch inputs to outputs, and then DSP processing so that you can correct the system as well and get the best possible performance.
Interestingly, it's got DSP, so what kind of issues are you then trying to overcome with DSP then?
Well, any speaker, the performance of that is always going to be somewhat room dependent. If you put that speaker into a roof, for example, it's going to get some gain compared to as if that was in free space. Perhaps you have an unusual environment, your kitchen or something like that, it's a bit reverb, something like that. A little bit of DSP can help you alter the sound. But also, we all have different tastes, Phil.
Yeah.
Some people like it a bit more bassy, some people like a bit more treble as they get older.
Yeah.
So the DSP lets you do that as well and tailor it to people's tastes.
So again, users out there, where can they utilise this kind of technology in a system that they're building and so on?
So really a technology like Dante, you're actually seeing it being used a lot in higher end cinemas. It's one for people to look out for. All of the processors are coming with Dante now. But our specific interest is that it really simplifies if you're wanting audio around your house and you want that to be as reliable as possible and as good quality as possible. Dante's a fantastic choice for doing that because we can combine it with PoE. You're not having to run speaker cables, it's just network cable all over the place.
So if you want to know more about the product, then obviously get in touch with Neil and he'll be able to take you through it. And obviously look out for the podcast as well. Neil's a regular on there. We talk about all this kind of thing, how to integrate technologies into your home. Is it a listening room, a cinema, whatever it is that you're interested in, we'll usually talk about it on the Home AV podcast. Neil, great to see you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Phil.